Hey everyone, my name's Kyle Bruce and I'm an Olympic weightlifter from Australia. I'm a Commonwealth Games silver medalist and I'm currently preparing for the 2024 Olympic Games. And I hope you guys can come along and join me in this awesome journey.
What's going on, guys? Just want to make a quick little YouTube video just to go through sort of like a little update and what's been happening. So if you guys have been following me on Instagram, you'll see I'm a bit more active there. But I'm really going to try and be more active on YouTube leading up to my competition coming up later this year. So we have qualified. We did our competition on, it was April the 5th, which was a final Olympic qualifier for the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Basically, if you guys have been following me, you know that I've done many competitions for the qualification process. Obviously, we had Cuba in June 2023. We had World Championships in September 2023. I just weighed into that competition. Pacific Games was in November. We then had Grand Prix 2 in Doha, Qatar. We then had Oceanias, which was in February, which is our continental competition for those who aren't aware. And then we had our final Olympic qualification, which is a compulsory event, including World Championships, the IWF World Cup, which was in Thailand, Phuket. So going into the meet, I was ahead at 334 kilograms for my combined total, and I was ahead for the continental spot. I had a competitor from Australia who was also gunning for that spot. Luckily, we were both in separate sessions. I think that it worked quite well. So basically, he competed in the session before me, about literally this session right before me. So I literally weighed in whilst he started to compete, and then obviously I competed straight after. So basically, he did really well and ended up beating my total by 1 kilo. So he ended up totaling 335 kilograms. And kudos to him, like he shaped up, he came to the comp, he did really well. And going into the competition, I was actually behind. Now, going into this competition, my training was dismal. It was not good. Things didn't go well. I had lots of pains, lots of injuries. I had to see a sports doctor on multiple occasions to fix up my body. Knee wasn't feeling good, wrist, etc. So I was grateful that I was able to, get the help needed so I could push through for this prep. So shout out to Dr. Corey Cunningham, absolute legend and G. Basically, he did the competition, like I said. Beat my total by 1 kilogram, the 334, which I achieved in Doha last year in December. So now he was ahead on the Olympic qualification ranking for the continental spot by 1 kilogram. So going into the competition, I walked into the warm-up room and I saw that he had pipped me by 1 kilogram. So I knew I had to do a minimum of 336 kilograms to regain my continental positioning ahead of him going into the comp. So competition went forward and it went like this. So here we are, guys. First attempt on the platform, 145. So last warm-up was 140 and we actually had to really rush the warm-ups. We got a bit caught off guard. We didn't think we were the first person out. There was a couple before me, but they jumped up. So, we had to rush our warm-up. So we hit 40 literally a minute before this. So this was 45. Honestly, a really nice opener. I felt really comfortable with it. I honestly felt like it could have been a last warm-up, if I'm being honest. It moved really well. It felt good in the hands. The extension felt good. It just felt like a really nice first attempt. So I think it was a good way to sort of like set the standard and set the tone for the comp. That first attempt was obviously really important. So now after that, we're going to our second attempt, 149. So you'll see what happened here. Let's just go through it and then we can talk about it after. So second attempt, 149. And we just couldn't quite stabilize. So what kind of went through my mind at this stage was, I wouldn't say I rushed the setup, but I'm not making excuses and I never make excuses. I always take accountability for my actions and my lifting. But basically what I felt like happened on this second attempt was the bar was rolling slightly forward before I initiated the pull because there was a little bit of a sort of dent in the middle of the platform. I'm not making excuses. I know other lifters have noticed it at this specific competition and it does happen. I mean, when you have multiple sessions going on for days on ends, there are going to be some dents in the platform. But it was just unfortunate that the bar sort of moved a little bit and kind of put me off a little bit because I pulled it enough and got it to arm's length. But it is what it is. I missed the lift. So here we are now, third attempt, same weight. We had to play smart because again, we're aiming for a total. We didn't want to do a ridiculous jump and potentially miss that and only go away with our opener. So it was very important, very clutch that we got this 149. So third attempt, 149. And luckily we were able to secure it, which is great. So Very happy that I was able to get that 149. A lot of relief there. I personally felt good for 52, 53 today, if I'm being completely honest. I mean, if that second attempt went up, I don't think there'll be anything stop me from doing, 52, 53. There's me just looking at Harley and going, what's happening? But no, I was happy with the snatches overall. I think, I was like 80% happy with them. So moving on to the clean and jerks. We all know the story of the clean and jerks, right? First attempt, 187. This is for 336. This is for the Olympic qualification spot for the continent. So obviously a lot at stake with this first lift. Clean was okay. Felt like it could have been a little bit better. And jerk just rushed, literally. I think what happened with this attempt was I didn't respect the weight. I approached it thinking, this is 87. This is easy weight for me. I can definitely do this. I didn't give it enough respect and time. And as a result, wasn't able to secure that lift overhead, which was disappointing. So we had about 4 or 5 minutes after that. About 3 people attempted the same weight, which gave me adequate time to rest and recover. And now we came out for our second attempt at 187. So again, same weight. We need this lift. If we don't get this lift, there's no qualification, etc. So very important lift. Second attempt, 187. So let's have a look. Clean was a bit harder on that one. My legs definitely were not where I wanted them to be. Jerk, again, just rushed. And what I felt is what I want to talk about here. I felt like my lower back, coaches, he's a bit concerned. But anyway, my lower back just didn't have the conditioning or flexibility I felt like I needed going into this competition. And again, I was just due to lack of training. I didn't really train enough for this meet. I'll talk about that more after in the recap. But again, no excuses. I needed to make that lift. So here we are, third attempt. We've missed our first 2. We have to get this lift. This is not where I want it to be, but it's where we are. So we've got to get this done. So again, third and final attempt for the win. Well, for the qualification, I guess. 336. Let's go. Clean was, probably the same as all the other ones. And we finally jerked it. And that was great. Like, it felt really easy. I think with that, there was nothing stopping me from doing more than 90, 92 like that. I think, again, just a lot at stake. I think me knowing that this lift meant so much, I think putting a bit of unnecessary pressure on myself and just rushing things, etc. But again, a great learning curve for me and what I need to do in the future to, make it happen. But at the end of the day, I made it happen. It was a clutch lift. I needed that lift, and I did it. So, guys, that's pretty much the competition. Hope you guys like that. But yeah, basically where we are now is we are just waiting for the official announcement from my individual Olympic committee, the Australian Olympic Committee, to officially announce the team. But the Olympic qualification rankings have been updated now, not officially, but they've been updated, and I am ranked 1 in Oceania, and currently the top 10 for the 89 kilogram class has every continent bar Oceania, meaning I will get the continental slot, which is what I was always pushing for. I knew I was never going to be top 10 in the world. I was just realistic with myself. I know that I don't have the circumstances, nor do I have the amount of training and time required to achieve that total. Obviously, a lot of other things going into that, obvious ones. But basically, I knew I was never going to be top 10. So I was always trying and aiming for that continental spot. And obviously, my only real competitor was the other Australian athlete, Oliver. So anyways, we finished the qualification period. We're ranked 1 now with 336. So again, we're just waiting for the official announcement, which should come out in about a month and a bit. So obviously I'll keep you guys updated when that happens. But right now, nothing is official. I haven't told anyone, specifically, hey, I'm going to the Olympic Games, whatever. But according to the end of the qualification period, I have ended up being number 1 in my continent. Everyone in the top 10 is every continent bar Oceania. So Pan America, Europe, Asia, and Africa are currently represented in the top 10 bar Oceania, meaning I should theoretically get the continental slot. Again, we just have to wait for that official announcement. So nothing will be set in stone until that is, done. But yeah, feeling pretty good. I'm happy that, I finished the qualification process where I was aiming to be at the start of it. I knew going into the whole, the last 12, 13 months basically of the Olympic qualifiers that this would be the total I need. I knew I needed between 335 and 340, 342 like that to even be, remotely in an opportunity to get that continental slot. Obviously, top 10, I needed, well, now it's done and dusted. 375 would have been 10th, which is a huge total. So yeah, feeling good. Happy with everything. So we're just waiting for the formalities and the official announcements, etc. But basically, plan now is obviously preparations and training hard for, that big competition, which will be in August. So that's sort of what my aim and focus is right now. We may have a competition before that, just as a sort of like pre-rec, sort of like a test event. It's not anything official. But I might do that, and if I do that, I think that'll be a good little hit out before the Olympic Games, hopefully, pending my selection. I have to say that. But yeah, feeling pretty good about everything. I'm just grateful that everything kind of worked out and came together. Obviously, like I said, the circumstances before this competition were not good. Many injuries, many pains, many niggles. So training was not good. I literally only trained for about 3 weeks consistently before this meet. Before that, I was on and off. I couldn't do squats. I couldn't do pull. Everything hurt. I had a really bad case of ITB syndrome, which was giving me some, sharp pain in the side of my knee. So, but anyways, it is what it is. I'm happy that, yeah, like I said, we're in this good position now, which is fine. So we'll wait for those official announcements. And basically my plan regarding YouTube and keeping up to date with all my subscribers is I want to try and film at least 2 videos per month and posting them. Could be a training vlog, could be a day in a life, could be anything in that regard. Just something to sort of keep in the archives, I guess, when preparing, for the Olympics pending. So yeah, I hope you guys make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and that way I can keep pumping out this content. Really helps me, supports my channel. Again, it's just my own sort of thing. I do this for passion, and I like providing content. If you guys have any suggestions about content that you think would be cool to add, obviously I've been doing training vlogs more, and obviously competition vlogs, etc. But if there's any other type of content you guys be interested in, maybe full day of eatings, supplementation, what I like to have before I train, during I train, post training, etc., things like that, just leave a comment, let me know. I'll have a look at the comments. I always look at the comments, and I'll do my best to sort of get some more content out. But yeah, the aim will be to pump out at least 2 videos every month leading into that competition. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys, are enjoying it and joining me for this journey. It's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to it. And, I'm really grateful that I've got a cool support network around me. So thanks, guys.